Hello, people. Welcome back to Toby Talks Football. Today, I'm talking about the Liam Rosenior appointment and what it means for Chelsea Football Club. Liam Rosenior has now just announced to Strasbourg fans, as a sign of respect, that he's going to join Chelsea. And this is what he had to say. Being Chelsea's coach is an unbelievable opportunity at an incredible club, the world champions. I can go home, see my kids, sign for a magnificent club. I can't turn down this opportunity. These 18 months at Strasbourg has been my best time. Boys, when we see this, I understand why Liam Rosenior took it. And if you look at the stats and where he's been before, he's had more higher level coaching experience than Enzo Maresca did at the time. So when we look at it, cool, he's been granted a great opportunity through the Blue Code group. But do I think he'll do a terrible job? No. I think Liam Rosenior tactically is not that far off Enzo Maresca's. That's why we signed him mid-season, so it allows us to get rid of someone that doesn't want to be here, plus have a new manager to set in his tactics for the next season, instead of just having one pre-season, which might not be beneficial, especially because pre-seasons nowadays are not that long. They're like 3-4 weeks max. So it's good to see that a manager gets an opportunity, especially if you look at it apart from football. Another black head coach where we've only seen Patrick Vieira, and we haven't really seen a guy in the top 6 as a black coach, which is a big thing for the black coaches in the UK, which I know has nothing to do with Chelsea, and I shouldn't bring it up because some people might not like that and like some people might not care about that. But I'm going to say we don't see colour at Chelsea. That's the one thing I'm going to say. So if you're bad and you will go. But I just like to see that it's good that people like this are getting opportunities like this because it gives hope for people like me. Do you know what I mean? If they ever want to get into coaching. Now, there are some daunting facts about this kind of man, like there's stats that pop up like this. Chelsea's new manager, Liam Rosenior, has never won 3 consecutive matches in his managerial career. But when we see stuff like this, you got to also look. This is rival fans trying to tear down our new man. This is not us. Because when you look at it, if you guys are really tearing a man down before they join Chelsea, I cannot say you're a fan. If you tear down a manager before he comes in and shows what he can do, you are not a Chelsea fan. This is fact. Whether you don't believe in him, whether you don't trust the owners, if your manager comes in and you already start to tear him down before he comes in, you are not a Chelsea fan. Because if you were a Chelsea fan, you'd hope for the best and you'd hope that it comes quickly, because I just don't agree with the methods and why people would be hating on someone that they haven't even seen, because no one can come to me and tell me they've watched Strasbourg or they've watched Hull City on a regular basis. There's no way. So I'm just hoping that he comes in and his football is different, because when you look at tactics, you can't play a possession style football in the Championship the same way you can play it in the Premier League. That's the whole thing. People talking about wing backs, quite frankly, none of us know what he's going to do. You can watch all the deep dives, you can watch all them kind of stuff. You don't know what he's going to do at a top club like Chelsea with the best midfielders, with the best, like some of the best attackers like Cole Palmer, Esteval. You don't know what he's going to do. Like people saying Esteval could be playing wing, it's not going to happen. They're going to play to people's strengths. Managers go into different teams and their tactics change due to the profiles of the players. So if you think he's going to be playing Neto left wing back, because when we have the best left back in the world, who's a pressing fullback, it's not going to happen. There might be shades of it, but it won't happen. It's not going to be the same exact tactics as Strasbourg. As Strasbourg don't have anywhere near the quality of Chelsea. And I know Strasbourg beat Crystal Palace and all, but let's be real. Let's be frank. Let's be Lampard here. There's really levels to this, and there's different profiles, and he knows. But I know people started talking about Liam Rosen's attitude, so let's watch this clip because I like this. I like this a lot. Well, it's like they try to make. You see how the media works, but when the Chelsea fans start to find out the real guys, like they find some dressing room and call him a PE teacher, Matisse Armani, all that stuff. They try to do all these jokes, but like at the end of the day, he's a Chelsea manager, and I'll tell you for free, he's gonna be. I actually have hope that he'll be a damn good one, because he knows that this is a big club. He knows the opportunity. He knows what's going on. Enzo Maresca clearly didn't know he was at a big club because he was twerking for Man City. Why was he twerking for Man City? Does that even make sense? I don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't want my manager talking to Man City or the rival clubs mid-season and being open and honest about it. And if you guys look at the timeline, when Man City first, the rumours came out through David Ornstein, that's when all the Chelsea problems came out and he was just sabotaging, bringing all these random subs on, everything went a mess. So don't tell me Enzo Maresca and hail him and glorify him, because at the end of the day, he's just a Chelsea manager. Chelsea and managers is like loan players. You think if Liam Rosenior doesn't do good in the next 6 months, he'll be here at the end? He's not going to be here. It's the reality. If we don't make top 4 of Liam Rosenior, he's not going to be here. And if he is, then the Chelsea fans are just throwing it in our face. Because I know that I saw a statement out there one day that they don't want, if they lose to Arsenal in the cup, it's not that big of a deal or something like that. It's not the end of the world. Yes, it is the end of the world. If we lose to our rivals in a cup game where it could be our potentially only trophy, then it's embarrassing. Especially to Arsenal, who have come to our backyard and beaten us for the last 5 years. They are unbeaten on our own ground. That cannot run. That cannot run. But let's look at his philosophy. He likes to be aggressive, win the ball back quickly as a team can with intensity, passion, and desire. He aims to play out the back, using Penders as a +1 asset, build up play, short passes to draw out the opposition and attack the spaces they leave. See, the thing with this is that, like, I remember the last time we tried to make Sanchez play out the back, and bro, like we don't want to see that, because now that Sanchez has now played more of a modern keeper and he can just do the long passes here and there, Sanchez has become one of the best keepers in the league. Argue with your wall. You can argue with your wall if you don't believe Sanchez became one of the best keepers in the Premier League this season. He has. He's like second in clean sheets. Shot stopping is unbelievable. His passing hasn't been bad this season. Sanchez has been one of Chelsea's most improved players, if not the most improved player. When we go back to this, we look at his tactics. He uses a 4-2-3-1 at home. And this is key. At Strasbourg, he used multiple formations. This is what we need. Like, this is why is key to what I'm saying. But the same tactics he will play at Strasbourg is not the same. He's almost like Maresca with a tactical versatility. We have a manager with tactical versatility because he knows once he went to Ligue 1, a higher league than Hull, he decided to start switching up the tactics, because at a higher league, you can't just play the same thing week in, week out without tactical tweaks. So it's good to see that our new manager, can show some sort of progressiveness in his tactical build-up. And you got to remember, he is a coach. He is a coach. And this is what we need, a coach that can improve the young players. If you look at our project is built around young players. If our young players, don't get coached right as well, then there's no point in the project. So do I think this guy is the man for the job on paper? Yes, 100%. I'm telling you, if there's a man for the project, it's him. Yes, 100%. Because if you have coaching experience and Wayne Rooney's like hyping you up, let me see if I can. And you got the hype on the backing of some managers and some ex-players. Do you know what I mean? Like Rooney, let's listen to Rooney talking about Liam, because Rooney is a top player. Everyone knows about Wayne Rooney, and a lot of people respect Wayne Rooney. So Wayne Rooney, as a player, as an ex-player and a manager, says this about Liam.
Firstly, when I went in, Liam is as good a coach, and I'm being truthful on this, I've ever worked with. He's more than capable of going into Chelsea and doing a great job. Liam was so important for me, firstly, when I went into Derby as manager, because I'd never coached. I was doing my badges at the time and I'd never coached, and Liam was incredible in his coaching ability. I was more of the manager and dealing with players and everything. So I learnt a lot from him. Young English managers don't really get that chance, and he's gone and he's worked and he's put the work in, and it'd be great to see him get that opportunity, because I think he'd be really good.
Yes, boys. You hear that? Obviously, Wayne Rooney was the manager at the time, but he didn't put that past his coaching. He's, like he said, he's obviously gone on to do Hull City. He went to Strasbourg. Sure, he's been fast-tracked, but there's people that make it to the league NBA earlier, like Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant, that they go from high school, LeBron James. Does that make them less worthy of being in the NBA? We don't know. That's just an analogy. I'm not saying he's Michael Jordan or LeBron James, all this stuff, yeah. But just because a man made it to the Premier League early as an English coach, which never happens, only happens to the Italians and all them people, doesn't mean he's not worthy of being here. So all I will say is, guys, Chelsea fans, be optimistic, hope for the best, and back the manager. I'm not saying back the board. I'll probably be the first person at the riots, but I'm saying back the manager and hope for the best, because this is Chelsea Football Club. And I'm telling you, lost my voice there. I'm telling you, we will make Chelsea great again. And if Chelsea don't become great, the next manager will do it. That's my take on Liam Rosenior to Chelsea. Come on, up the Chelsea.